Hello there guys, welcome to the channel where today we are bringing it full circle with our favorite clone we love to hate, Commander Fox. I see a lot of you in the comments do like him actually, so listen, I don't hate Fox, but I do think he was a douchebag, that's for sure. If you watch the Clone Wars series, every episode he is in, he acts like it. Some of you don't even hate or love him, I mean, it's kind of neck and neck as this poll on Twitter showed, but in this video I'll try to explain Fox's mindset because there was a reason why he acted all high and mighty. Again, this might be looked at as I'm trashing him, but you have to remember that Fox was raised differently than the other clones did. While the others like Rex and Cody were out battling the Separatists throughout the galaxy, Fox stayed on Coruscant to protect the Chancellor since he was the leader of the Coruscant Guard. Now, as the leader, of course, he was a very prominent soldier. His soldiers found him to be utterly fearless. Fox was always the first to lead the charge into battle, even in the most gruesome combat situations such as the attack on Zero's palace. His exemplary performance has made him one of the most highly decorated soldiers in the Republic Army, but you can't deny his closeness to the Chancellor. After all, he was the commander to the Coruscant Guard and he had direct contact to Palpatine, as seen when Palpatine talked to Cad Bane directly through Fox. This came with its perks, of course. He was very close to Palpatine and enjoyed its privileges, but then again, while Fox spent all of his time protecting rather than fighting, I don't believe he had much interaction with the Jedi, or at the very least, fought with them in battle. You see, a brotherhood is formed in the trenches. Rex and Anakin are proof of that. They were extremely close, and so were Obi-Wan and Cody. Good man, that Cody. But Fox, on the other hand, didn't have those experiences, and as such, he seemed to have a cold relationship with the Jedi. Understandable, because he never served one to begin with. One example of his cold demeanor, as we discussed yesterday, is this moment where he profusely denies Anakin access to Ahsoka's cell because this matter is now under the jurisdiction of Tarkin, and the Jedi are not in charge. If you thought he was just being informal, watch what happens when Anakin insists that he let him pass. That's right, he immediately calls up his goons on an angry Anakin. The moment Fox got some power on his side, he immediately went against the Jedi, relishing in the fact that they are not in charge. To explore this mindset of Fox, let's talk about who he works for. Essentially, he had no connection to the Jedi, so first off, he didn't understand the bond that the other clones shared with the Jedi. Secondly, Palpatine, his boss, was not subservient to the Jedi either. In fact, in many cases, he bumped heads with the Jedi in discussions about missions and other matters. It's not crazy to think that Fox followed the lead of Palpatine. If Palpatine didn't take them seriously, then Fox didn't either. Can you imagine if Fox actually talked to Palpatine about the Jedi? You have to remember that in the movies and in the Clone Wars series, Palpatine was constantly undermining the Jedi Order in every way he could. I made a video a couple of weeks ago about Windu and Palpatine, and you can clearly see that the Chancellor is overriding every Windu order, especially during the Zillo Beast arc. Every time Windu protested, the Chancellor just didn't care at all and ordered him and the others to do his bidding. With that, you can now start to understand that Fox, by watching the Chancellor over time, he simply didn't respect the Jedi that much, and at times he probably came to hate them as well. One way his hate could have begun towards the Jedi was after he heard what happened on Umbara. Pong Krell killing clones indirectly and then directly might have put some hate on Fox's mind. Learning that Jedi are now killing clones is not an easy thing to just brush off. With all this, you can kind of start to understand why Fox had a disdain towards the Jedi and why he scolded Anakin emotionally and didn't give him a break. He could have just let him pass quickly, but he chose not to. Do you guys think that Fox is spoiled by the Chancellor, or do you think that it's simply a case of by-the-book clone who took himself too seriously? Leave your comments down below, and thank you so much for stopping by, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up as well, and hit that bell to get notified the moment a new video is up. Have an awesome day, my friends, and may the Force be with you always.